Okay, folks, as I promised you I'd do, I'm going to go ahead and do a breakdown here on the house. We're not quite done with it yet, but we're close enough that I know where all my expenses lie. We still have things like the porch railing to do, and the let's see here, there's a little bit of siding left to do. Final graveling and grading, backfilling all has to be done, but we know where we're at. So I thought I'd show you what I spent and break it down for you so you can determine if this is something you can do or not. So to start with, and get this, so our total spent on the house was $595,000. The total square feet of the house, this includes the basement, which is not fully finished, is 7,340 square feet. So that breaks down, it's $81 and change. I rounded it up to $82 a square foot, which is an extremely good savings. So then, these are the things that you normally wouldn't count in the square footage that I did spend, and that is part of that $595,000. Counting what still has to be done to the driveway, we've got $12,000 there. The septic was $8,000, and again, that's not normally spent. The well was already existing, so that doesn't really count. Your power and your water supply, getting it up to the house, was $4,000. Again, it's not within the foundation, so it's not normally counted. And your miscellaneous tools and accessories that I had to purchase were $1,000. So technically that shouldn't count towards the square foot, but I went ahead and included it because I did spend it, and you would have to spend it if you were living rural like me. Okay, folks, so I wanted to break this down for you. So these are the things that we were able to save money on. You have to determine if you're going to be able to do so, and if it's cost effective for you. So we were able to buy we bought the lumber, the trusses, the beams, the windows, the exterior doors, including the garage doors, roofing, siding, about 6 months ahead of time. We saved, if we bought it in December of 21, if we'd have waited to buy until May of 22 when we started construction, we would have spent another $75,000. By doing my own electrical, I spent about $10,000 on the base electrical, and then I spent $4,000 on the generator. If I had paid my buddy, he gets $8.50 a square foot. So it would have been $62,390 to have the electrical in this place done, plus $4,000 for the generator. And then of that total, if he were to do this, like his lighting total would have been up to 50 can lights would have been included. We put in 78 can lights, so that would have been another 20 can lights, and he gets $25 per over the limit. The HVAC, we saved ourselves about $25,000 because I did it myself. The plumbing about the same. Now here's where we've got the swim spa. That was included in the total, the $595,000 I spent. But the swim spa, maybe that's something you don't put in. So I just wanted to include that there. That was a $20,000 expenditure. The wheelchair lift, we spent $12,000 on. The tile, there's 280 square foot of tile in this place. Normally a tile guy gets $9 a square foot, it's the going rate. And that would have been $2,580 I was able to save. The railing that I'm in the process of putting in myself, $3,500 a square, or $3,500 is what I'd have paid somebody to do it. And the rear deck, would have been about $1,000. The contractors tack on a percentage, and this depends on the contractor. But around here, if you have somebody ramrod the whole job for you, they're getting between 25 and 30%. So I figured it high. You'd have spent $820,000 instead of $595, and then you would have paid the contractor then an additional $240,000. So your total actually would have been $1,060,000. Okay, and then if you divide that by the 7,340 a square foot, or 7,340 square feet, then you would have been at, let's see here. I don't have a calculator in front of me, but you'd have been right at 120 a square foot instead of the 82 a square foot we're at. So that's, I promise you I'd do a breakdown when we were done. But that's what it ended up being. But again, I did my own electrical, my own plumbing, my own HVAC, my own tile. And while I'm sitting here talking to you, there's something else I saved money on. And since I'm sitting in the kitchen, I used to be an authorized servicer for Sub-Zero and Wolf. And I was able to buy a complete Sub-Zero Wolf kitchen. And there's 2 dishwashers around here that I'll get up and show you. We haven't unwrapped them yet, but there's 2 dishwashers. I was able to save about $15,000 on the appliances. So, and of course I did my own appliance installs, which aren't quite done yet. There's the refrigerator, the water valve got broken, and I'm waiting on a new one to come in so I can hook up the ice maker and little things like that. But so we ended up, and then we ended up saving about $12,000 on our appliance package. That's something you may not be able to do because you're probably not an appliance repair person. You also notice there's very few upper cabinets. If we were to put uppers in here, that would have cost us probably another $10,000 in cabinets. But my wife being handicapped, there was no point because she'll never be able to reach them. So we'll take a quick tour. It's still a mess because we're still moving in, and it's rained every day here for 3 weeks, so the mud is really bad. But we'll specialized pantry door, that's something you could save money on. This was quite expensive, but my wife wanted it. And the shelving in here we were able to get for there was a law office in town where he had passed away, and we bought all the shelving out of there for $400, and that is included in the total. And we've still got half the shelving. Guest rooms here, we're just setting up the bed. We have somebody coming in about a week and a half. There's one of our boxers. She's sitting here thinking I need to let her out. Includes the wood stove. This is the front TV room. Again, we haven't got much moved in here at all. The railing, you can see here where I've got, what do I have in? 5 pieces of railing. Yeah, I've got 5 pieces in so far. Oh, something else we saved money on. I'm really blowing it here. The trim. So we have 2 lumber yards here in town. One makes pallets and makes pine beams, and the other one makes all kinds of pine lumber. We're able to buy 1x6 pine and split it and stain it ourselves. And we did that for $1,800. If we had bought the trim and then finished it, it would have cost us about $6,000. And if we had paid somebody else to stain it, it would have been another $2,000 or $3,000. Let's see what else we got here. That's about it. Again, there's still siding to do. There's still 3/4 of the railing to do. But I had promised I'd do a wrap up. I'll probably do a walkthrough here when the time comes, when everything's completed. I'm gonna try to get you a picture here. I don't know if it's gonna show up. And she just walked behind the tree. Of course she did. But this is one of the things we like to do up here. Oh, there's 2 of them out there. If you look right over my finger, there's 2 white-tailed deer out there. I don't know if they're going to show up or not. I'm trying to be quiet so they don't run away. We have turkeys that come up to the bedroom door every day. Our mailbox we had the windows open yesterday, and the rabbit was hopping around out there, and the boxer went through the bedroom screen to go chase the rabbit. So that was a little interesting. I had originally started to show you these railings, this railing assembly last, well, you can hear the thunder. These railings last fall, and I just never got to them, so that's 5 of them. So, but anyway, I wanted to wrap up the series and just bring it, bring it to a conclusion. I will do a walk around when we get everything done. It's probably going to be towards the end of summer. Our grandson is coming out here to live with us for 2 months before he starts college, so he can make some money, help us move in. So if you've liked this series, I'll be honest with you, I'm happy it's over. And again, as soon as that barn's cleaned out, we're going to do the old iron series. We're going to start getting that old iron done. And we'll start doing some appliance repairs also. And the deer heard me, so now they're walking away. You might be able to see them moving up the hill there. With that, if you liked it, please go ahead and subscribe. Click the like button. It does help out. And again, we're going to be getting some old iron videos up here in the near future. Thanks for watching.